We are sitting down with a brand new Panerai, the 1655, and what's exciting about this watch is it's a Destro, which is a lefty watch, which means you wear it on your right hand, but it's important to the Panerai world, so we're going to kind of explain that history and why the Panerai purists love to see a new Destro release.
Yeah, so this is one of those releases I really like. Part of this whole last year with this little bit more backward-looking line that they've been doing, a little more nostalgic. This definitely feeds into that. My immediate thought was, okay, if I can't get a 5218, maybe I'll take a look at this. But the 1655 is part of a fairly long lineage with Panerai for doing Destros. Now, most people think Destro means lefty because the crown is on the left hand. It actually means right-handed. The original designs for this was a lot of times these divers would have like your compass and your depth gauge on your left, so they had to figure out a way to do the watch on your right hand. Hence this configuration.
And it goes all the way back in Panerai's history to World War II time, right?
So,
like some 202s.
Yeah, there are examples of 201s for sure.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some 202s out there as well. For me, and I think most of the people watching, it would be more the Angelo Bonatti era with the PAM01655. Was the first Destro. We're like, oh, that's really cool.
And there was a time when the brand wasn't really doing Destros, because I remembered I was in the boutique. This would have been like right before COVID, early 2020s. And we really only had a 47 millimeter option, which is quite large. And I remember Paneristas coming into the store asking for a Destro left-handed. We didn't have it. So this fills that gap to me because it's the classic 44 millimeter Luminor. We'll kind of talk about what makes it so special.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a bit of a Fotina, which I do think not every company gets right.
Yeah,
and not every company gets it right, but I think Panerai and maybe Tudor do it the best. First American Space pretty good too. But this is a sandwich dial, which I love, chocolatey, which is fabulous.
Why is the sandwich dial so important in the Panerai world?
So for it's a throwback to the original. The way it was manufactured was it was a multi-layered dial. You had basically the luminescence underneath and the main black, or in this case chocolate dial, cut away to reveal the luminescence underneath. But I think for a lot of us, for being such a simple dial, it adds that layer of complexity. It adds that three-dimensionality. It's something just a little bit more visually intriguing to the eye.
Nice little detail.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the case itself. Now, this is going back to the original Luminor case. Now, they're all called the Luminor family.
Yeah.
If you were there, you remember the Luminor 1950 case versus the Luminor case.
Correct. Yeah. So this is that flat-sided case, that military-esque pre-Vendome. Quite frankly, it was very easy to manufacture back then, and that's why it was done this way. And then as they increased in popularity, they had the 1950, the 1940
and all high
case.
polished, which is sort of an
all
interesting
high polished,
choice.
which is a very interesting choice. I would have expected a satin case and a high polished bezel, but not to push you away. If you're not a fan of the high polish, don't worry, it won't stay that way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyways. And then kind of going on again, very purist, 8-day manual line power reserve. Again, going back to, would you say looking back a lot happening in Panerai right now?
Back in the day, they were looking for a longer power reserve movement for their manual line watches, and they looked to Angeles. It was these old travel clocks that were 8 days. So there is a lot of history there as well. This, of course, is not that movement. It's the modern in-house P5000 movement. They're 8-day, very, very hardy beast in their 8-day power reserve.
And real simple. I mean, you can see the movement in the back, which we love. Sapphire case back. Real clean and simple.
Relatively unadorned.
Not overcomplicated.
Well, as I think a tool watch should be. It kind of makes me laugh when you have these tool watches and you flip them over and it's all like, hand engraved and it's like, dude, why?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Pretty easy to remove the strap on here. It does have a screw pin instead of the push we've seen before in the Luminor style cases, so that's nice.
Old school, screw. Yep. Very, very easy. 44 millimeters, so it's going to be 24 by 22 on the strap. If you're even remotely down this rabbit hole, you probably have at least 7 straps. For this watch. It would look absolutely fabulous.
And we were just talking off camera about how we all set the left-handed Destro, and we all, instead of using our left hand, flip it over, because then you've got the crown opening from the top like we're used to, and then you can manipulate the movement.
Yeah, you got to go to your comfortable space with that. Ironically, we're talking about like who's this designed for, and obviously designed for a very specific purpose. Me being a right-handed guy who wears his watch on his left, I love it. I've worn Panerai for years, and I have this wonderful little callus on the back of my hand to prove it. I do. Yeah, no, it's permanently there. I'm a radio mirror guy, so I have this onion crown, and I have that. The crown guard can dig in on some people. It can. So this solves that problem. You put it on, the crown is going up your arm as opposed to in the back of your hand. It doesn't lock you out. It's wonderful. So don't just think of it, oh, this is a watch for the lefties. This is a watch for the righties, man.
Yeah. So overall, I think this Luminor plays into the historical look back we've been seeing from Panerai. And although it may seem very simple to you, it really has a beautiful and special place in the collection and the history of Panerai. I think we should always have a 44 millimeter Destro option. And
with a sandwich style.
With a sandwich style, and the most clean, with the most Panerai codes and the most heritage in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you want to shop Panerai or learn more about Panerai, we have a boutique in Scottsdale, Arizona. Of course, you can also head to oliversmithjeweler.com. Leave us any questions below. We love making Panerai videos, so if there's any topic you want to see, we'd be happy to do it. And thanks for watching.